What's up guys, RevertUp7 here. This is going to be a video I've been wanting to make for a little while, especially considering there are lots of Hot Wheels Velocity X and other Hot Wheels game cars, like shared models, in Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 and in other games. And I've thoroughly enjoyed Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 since it released. I think that the game has amazing graphics, it plays very well, predictable physics, it's challenging, especially on the harder difficulties, and it has a good little online scene. Great car roster, really fun track builder, cool environments, and the developers have been giving us DLC that's not only paid DLC but some free car packs. It's been a lot of fun. I think it's nearing the end of its content life, but until there's a third one out, I'm going to be playing this game quite a bit. There are a lot of shared models between Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 and older Hot Wheels games, or maybe from World Race and Excel Racers, and this is a video sort of dedicated to showing you guys how to take advantage of all of those, especially for maybe some Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 fans that are also fans of Velocity X or Beat That, some of the other Hot Wheels games. So this is going to be basically me showing you all of the Hot Wheels Velocity X liveries that can be applied to cars that are shared or the same models from both Unleashed 2 and Velocity X, essentially. For example, Maelstrom, Power Pistons, MST Suzuka. They're in both games. Here's the best livery from the other game. Alright, so here we are in the menu, the dashboard. This game, if you haven't played it yet, once again, I would install it, just the base version, get used to the handling model. There's 130 cars without downloading the DLC. You don't need to. A lot of the Excel Racers and World Race cars, though, are from the DLC, so if you're into that sort of thing, and I think that's my audience, so you're probably going to want the DLC, but there's a lot of free car packs, too. I think there's 14 cars from Velocity X in this game, if you count Slingshot, starting out here with Power Pistons. I'm recording the voiceover through a little viewfinder, so I'm not going to read the created by gamer tag, but you guys should be able to see it. That's why I'm going to this customized screen so you can see it. But that's a great, accurate livery for Power Pistons, and here's one that I tried to make before that guy did it, and it's not bad, but you can see that theirs is more photo accurate to the toy. Here's Crazy Eights. It's insane how the paint scheme of a car can make it almost look like another. Here's Slingshot. From a single still image of the beta version, we have a Slingshot livery in Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 12 years later. Isn't that funny? Oh my god, not 12 years, 22 years. I keep forgetting. It is not 2014, it is 2024. Holy crap. And here's one I made of a toy that I had. Moving on to Vulture. Vulture is a car that I really wanted to play when I noticed they were doing I think this is a free pack. Maybe it wasn't a free pack. But it doesn't handle the way you'd think it would. It's not like a tight turner like it was in Velocity X. It's actually kind of a fast car. At least in my experience. I was really happy to see that Maelstrom was in this game. Here's the Velocity X livery. There's a couple versions that you'll see that people try. I tried to download the best of each. You'll see when I get the prototype, I still have one installed that's fine, but not the best. Next up, Seared Tuner. Showstopper, essentially. This one's great. It's got the headlight detail, taillight detail. The taillights look fantastic. This is one of the best ones, even though it's a more simple paint scheme. It just looks very official. We got Power Rocket. I was on the third day of doing my own Power Rocket livery, and I'm like, man, I kept going to the community search and see somebody do it better than me already, and sure enough, when I just really had some shading to do of background behind some of the the decals I had to lay out, the hexagon pattern. I was doing the colors behind them. Somebody already did a better one. Power Rocket looks great. Glad to see Power Rocket's back. Here's Way Too Fast. I got 2 installed. This one I think is the better of the 2. This one has a decal wrapping around the back, but it did release first, or at least I downloaded it first. And now I have the one you see here. Here's Jet Threat 3.0. This one somebody did pretty early on. This car actually has a jet-sounding engine. It's pretty cool. The exhaust sounds are mildly tuned to the vehicle that they're associated with, Okay, so here's the the Hot Wheels Prototype 12 the library that I have installed, and then here's the one I had beforehand. You can see the spoiler and headlights are a little bit off, but still, there's a lot of versions, so that's why I'm showing the gamer tag here so you get the right one. Here's Solar 64. So here's the one that I did. And here's one that somebody else did. I think they got the headlights right. Mine have the better, like there's a little black part of the headlight that gives it more like detail, but there's the paint goes higher on the fender. I think that they got that right. If they did use the right headlight decal, theirs would be perfect. But mine doesn't have the higher headlights, so maybe I'll fix mine and re-upload it. This was a great one to see. MST Suzuka. I kept the metallic one. I think I go to customize and check to see if there's others, but there's one that's matte green. That one might be a little more accurate, but when you're actually racing, I love the way the metallic green looks. Diora 2, of course this had to be in here, it was in the last game. Good livery. Simple. Split in Image 2, this is one of the more pretty ones because it mixes the metallic purple paint and then the matte decal. It looks fantastic. I love purple. Muscle Tone, this is the latest to release of the cars in this game and Velocity X at the same time. Simple livery but done right. You got the taillight detail, you got the lines are lined up correctly. The stripes, I should say, the painted on stripes. So that's everything from Velocity X that is also in this game. But you can see, if you ever played Hot Wheels Beat That, if you ever played Turbo Racing, Stunt Track Driver, there are a lot of cars shared from those games too. So I have a favorites tab in my garage that is all cars from either World Race, Acceleracers, or another Hot Wheels video game. So you see that's the twin wheel from Turbo Racing. There's some Acceleracers and World Race cars in here, some official, some custom. Movie versions of Acceleracers cars. Tons of cars from Hot Wheels Beat That. It's a lot of fun. Here's Bully Goat. And it's cool to see these cars in 4K, 60 frames a second, especially Super Tsunami, or Power Pro, if you will. Here's the 16 Angels Challenge car from Stunt Track Challenge, the Roger Dodger from Stunt Track Challenge, and there's a, what's it called, variant name. So I see, like you can see on the, above the stats, it says Turbo Racing 1999, Accelerator 2005. You can name the variant, so it doesn't really mean anything, but it lets me categorize them. And as you can see, the World Race and the Acceleracers cars, they look different, the toys versus the movies. So I have all the film variations installed, or downloaded. Like I'll do synchro in a second. You'll see that the synchro from the movie looks nothing like the toy. And you don't notice until you see them together. That's the toy, this is the movie. And somebody spent a ton of time doing that. A lot of these are done by the same avid fan, so respect to them, and make sure you give them your download and your like if you don't download it, because there's actually a like feature too that keeps the liveries closest to the front of the list. But yeah, I thought I'd put this one up on YouTube and show you guys some ways to tie in the old with the new, and check out some cool liveries for some fan favorite cars from our fan favorite game, Hot Wheels Velocity X. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Bye.